Alrighty, we are out here on the range. Target is at 100 yards. This is my Seekins Havoc hit, chambered in 6.5 by 47 Lapua. Just sighted this in. You guys probably already watched that video. Now what I'm going to do is basically try to see if changing pressure on the bipod is going to significantly change point of impact or group size. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've got 10 or 11 rounds loaded up. I'm going to shoot one shot into the group on the left there just to warm the barrel up to foul it. This barrel has traditionally shot a little high with the cold bore. So get the cold bore out of the way. Then what I'm going to do is a 5-shot group shooting the way I normally would with my bipod just resting on this table. I don't load it into anything. And then if you guys can notice, I also put a little piece of wood up here in front that is in line with the target, so I can then do 5 shots loading the bipod pretty significantly. So basically I want to see if we're going to see a big difference in accuracy, consistency, anything like that. Now these are just 5-shot groups, but if this is truly that important with the amount of difference I'm going to use, because I'm going to use basically no load and then pretty much maximum load, so we should see a difference if it's going to matter. I do have the trigger cam on. There's a little bit of breeze off the left, but it's not bad. So like I said, the first shot we're going to just shoot it into that other dot. You guys will see it, but it's probably going to go a little higher than our rest of our point of impact because it is our cold bore, which again, this barrel shot a little high with cold bore. I don't have the labradar out. Really don't care about velocity here. I know some people say you can change the velocity with loading the bipod or not, but that's not what we're trying to accomplish today. All right, so first shot is going to be at that dot on the left just to kind of get our barrel fouled. And then again, we're going to do no load, which is the way I typically shoot here, and then loaded bipod. So first shot here, again on that, well, you guys can see where I'm aiming. All right, so we're sighted in, right? We hit the orange dot. Now we're going to move over to our relevant testing here, which is our 5-shot group. You just watch the barrel get warmed up. So about what we'd expect. What is that? Probably maybe a little bit more than a half MOA, something like that. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to load the bipod. Now there is a little breeze off the left, so that could be some of that horizontal, but who knows? It's going to be about the same. It's not like real gusty today. It's pretty constant. So now I'm going to go ahead and set this up to where I can load the bipod. Like I said, we're going to load it. You're going to load it pretty reasonably strong here, and we'll see what the difference is, if there is any. Alright, so there's 5 shots, both loaded and not. I was pretty well sold on it being a little better at first, but I think that's the problem with it. I don't know. We'll go back, we'll get back to the bench, we'll talk about it, we'll measure them, we'll see what the difference is. They both look really good. They're probably within the margin of error, so There may be a little bit of point of impact shift, but man, I don't know. Those look pretty darn similar to me. At 100 yards, at least from this perspective from here on the gun, it doesn't look like it matters all that much. But let's get back to the bench. Let's talk about it. All right, so taking a look at our two groups here, they do look very similar, but you know, after watching these, I do think that that one there looks a bit more consistent. We still have that kind of diagonal stringing, but if you notice, kind of our two flyers don't seem as far out of the group, and then obviously we didn't get that one a little higher. Now, likely if we did a larger sample size, these groups would look very similar, but the interesting thing to me is how similar the point of impact is, right? We really didn't change point of impact at all, which that's what I thought was going to be the significant change, was loading the bipod that would put different torque on the gun and all that, and we'd see a different point of impact. Now, potentially our group size is a little bit more consistent here than there, but they're pretty similar. So I may try the next load workup using this technique and shooting off the bipod and see if we get consistent results kind of like that there. But happy with this test. Kind of a fun little deal just to show, you know, how point of impact or group size may change at 100 yards. Now this test would be a whole lot more valid at like 1,000 yards, but I don't have that available to me. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you next time.